It's hard not to spin casually on the chair, but I can hear it squeaking, and you don't want that.
Yeah, got to try to stay calm.
I'm calm.
So we good to go? All right, straight out the box, it's myself, Tailz. Today we got a special guest, a very, very special guest. Actually, a guest that actually helped me out last minute. Yeah, I got to point that out. I'm not gonna say all the other stuff that comes with it, but definitely appreciate this guest for coming on the show. She is a very, what can I say about her? Very, very, I say outspoken, witty, has some things about her, but we're going to get into that.
That sounds vague, but okay.
Yeah, I can't give them too much detail. They're still trying to figure out who you are right now. She's also, I can't even call it. Is it a podcast? Is it a podcast? Is it a show?
It's a podcast.
It's a podcast?
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. She's got a very interesting platform, a podcast. She is one of the most animated, I would say. You know, exactly. Look, you can tell by the facial expressions. You will see why. But without further ado, we have Chloe, who is also 1/3 of the Source Sisters. How you doing?
I'm all right.
You all right?
Yeah, man.
I hope it wasn't too much trouble for you to get here.
No, it wasn't. It was a short walk, so it's cool.
So tell the people about you. Obviously, we're going to get onto it, you know, at a later date, but just give them a brief understanding of what you do on your podcast.
Just me and two friends discussing stuff, really. It's interesting because all three of us are funny. None
Right.
of us are like shouting at the camera for no reason. Yeah.
No, to be fair, for a lot of people that don't know, I've known you for God knows.
At least 20?
Yeah, at least 20 years.
Before we get into the video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Done now.
But the dress sense was a bit, you know.
No. I don't even want you to be a hater.
No,
Because
wait,
my
go
Jersey
ahead.
game's been strong from the get-go. I don't need none of that attitude.
No, do you know what? I will say this. Yeah, the color coordination was on point.
And the Air Forces, they would have been light blue too, but my mum shagged me and brought me grey ones, so gotta make do.
No, do you know what? No, do you know what it is? I think it was those days, you know, when like back in America where they had all the baggy
I
clothes
tell
and
you, I was
everything
ahead of the
like
game. Baggy clothes were the ting. You
Yeah.
niggas didn't know about jerseys
Listen,
back then.
yeah, your clothes was crazy. I
In
ain't
my
gonna-
heart, I was the
But
missing
you
member
thought
of
you was
Dipset.
fly, innit?
I was fly.
Yeah.
I was fly.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Some crypto avatar. That's what you looked at the time. No, but do you know what?
Nah, I look good.
The color coordination was on point. Yeah, it was on point. Do you know what I'm saying? I think you was the only one in the whole of our area that was styling like that.
Because the rest of you guys were still getting dressed by your parents, them teddy bear jumpers and them things
see,
there,
look,
innit?
see,
Them t-shirts that barely fit.
Whoa, wait, listen, don't compare me. Don't compare me to them, look. I was nowhere in that shape or form. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, you was on your Dipset vibe, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Of which we was, but yeah, you took it to level, like you was at 10 when everybody was at like maybe 3, 4 with it.
It's because my mum supported my nonsense from the get-go.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You definitely had one of them supportive parents because my mum was African. It weren't those games in my house. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the only support or uniform that she was, like, fucking with is, like, if you weren't in a doctor's uniform, do you know what I'm saying? Like, them proper serious ones. But, listen, we could talk all day, just don't fucking about. But, nah, I want to talk about... Actually, before we actually get into that, I've actually got some fire round questions that I want to ask. Normally, people ask it at the end, but by the words of the illustrious Specs Gonzalez, there's no rules. Yeah. So it's quick answers. Yeah. So first thing you do when you wake up,
Wash my face.
your go-to fashion item,
A jersey.
your celebrity crush.
PB long way.
Oh, we got to discuss that one. Yeah,
I'm not ashamed.
Yeah, nah, we definitely. He looked like an older version of Kodak Black, but without the...
And with a bit of weight gain. Yeah, he's also 4'11", but is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, your thing different. All right, so a social app that you would get rid of.
Any of them.
Oh, worst social media experience.
One time I said I didn't realise RZA was a character in a TV show, and Jama added me and roasted me.
Okay, that's something new. Last thing you binge watch?
Ooh, Lovecraft Country.
Yeah, do you know what?
I say binge. It's 3 episodes so far, but
yeah, because you did put me onto that yesterday. Yeah, I need to look into that. All right, something that you're bad at.
oh, a lot of things. Something that I'm bad at. I don't know. There's a lot of things though.
Listen, picking those big ass jerseys when you that's something you was bad at.
Your opinion.
Okay, all right, cool. What do you like and dislike about yourself?
I can be overly shy. It's a dislike. And what I like about myself is I just don't care.
What are you most afraid of?
Spiders.
Music genre that you would get rid of?
Country.
Your pet peeves?
People that chew too loud.
Okay, I hear that. Guilty pleasure?
I really like pickles.
Oh, jeez.
I sipped the juice before I left.
Yeah, I see. I didn't know where this was heading, but you said pickles. All right, cool. Your go-to dance move?
I don't dance. I do not, will not, cannot.
So when you're listening to Dipset and them man there, what you doing?
Did you see Cameron dance in the video? Exactly.
Well, he done a little 2-step.
That's the most I would do too.
I was thinking, yeah, like Cameron Dipset.
Remember the little dance in Hey Ma?
Yeah. All right, so that's all of my 5 round questions. Now, something I wanted to talk to you about is Adele. You know, something that I've been seeing on
Bad girl like Adele.
the social media. Okay. First of all, was it Bantu nuts? Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
You know, I see her getting a lot of slack. First of all, actually, before I get into that, do you know that I didn't even realize that was Adele when I saw the picture?
When I saw it on Twitter,
yeah,
I thought, sometimes it just be photoshopping shit, innit?
Yeah.
So I went to look at her Instagram and I was like, right, go on, sis. The first thing I noticed was her weight loss, innit?
Yeah.
She's out here, slim. Everything else, other than the hair, I'm here for. She look good.
See, I ain't gonna lie. That's what I'm saying. Like yourself, when you saw it on Twitter, I'm not a very big Twitter fan. So people, if you're trying to message me on Twitter, like you're not getting no response. I'm not gonna lie. Hit me on Instagram. But when I saw it, I had to look at the captions. And like yourself, I had to go to her thing and say, oh, okay, that really is her. Does it look good in her? Maybe I just don't like that whole picture. Maybe that's just me. Yeah, maybe if they showed me another picture, then maybe I could look at that
from a different angle. It might look better.
Nah, not like that. Like not in that. Yeah, nah, not like that. But I don't know, just a different picture with like when you got the yard thing, and then you got the Bantu nuts. Now, obviously, a lot of people are getting onto like it's cultural appropriation with the Bantu nuts. Me personally, I don't really think that's cultural appropriation with the Bantu nuts.
The hair. The amount of times I took a roasting for that when I was younger, definitely the hair. So for now, for a white woman to pop up, be rocking that hairstyle, be like, oh my God, it looks so good.
Yeah, but then you could say the same about black women rocking the European hairstyle.
No.
Why not?
Don't say reverse racism. Don't.
No, I'm not saying it's racism.
Black women and blonde hair. Shut the fuck up.
No, I'm not. No. I'm just talking about, when you get your weaves and you're parting it a certain way, you want your hair to start looking. Like,
and you think when they're doing that hair, when you've got sleek, straight hair, they're like, yeah, I'm going to look like Kathy in the office today.
No, I'm just saying, innit? I'm just saying, she's just rocking the hairstyle. I don't feel that it's cultural appropriation.
No, same. But you can't compare it to straight hair. You can't.
Why not?
You can't, because it's a bullshit argument.
If she, that's not. How?
It is.
How?
It is.
But explain to me how.
Because the bullshit, it's like reverse racism, isn't it?
I don't.
Assimilation and appropriation are 2 very different things.
No, but you see, the thing is, for a black woman, or do you know, it doesn't even have to be black. For any woman that gets a weave and Chaz styles their hair, that's not quote unquote European. I just see that as them just rocking their hairstyle because that they wanted to.
Versatility. Let white women get perms. It is what it is.
That's what I'm saying. So, but for me, I don't look at it as what Adele did. It's cultural appropriation. I think just leave the girl alone. Let her rock it. She wants to rock it. Rock the thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Do I think it looks good? Nah, that's another question.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
The hair was a bit, but the outfit, the feathers, the whole carnival vibe. I'm here for it.
Were you carnival goer?
Yeah, of course. You're gonna draw back to me not dancing there, aren't you? When I'm drunk, it's different.
Well, to be fair, I haven't seen you at that state yet because remember, from the conversation we had, you don't drink.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Sorry. Just you know, when she feels like it. But did it feel weird to not have carnival this year?
Yeah, like, how do I know if summer's ended? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because carnival, back in the day, like carnival, cool, get ready to go back to school, back to work, all of this.
Yeah,
Summer
yeah.
is done in it. It's not time to wear shorts no more.
Yeah.
That's your last final blowout. But
Yeah.
it's just gone. I think I've gone every single year, except for that one year it rained real bad.
What, both days?
Yeah, both days.
See, do you know what? Let me tell you how much I was an avid carnival goer, should I say. That day, that period when it was raining, like a madman.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go nowhere when it's raining,
Yeah,
but
I heard.
I refuse.
I know a lot of people say it was their favourite year too.
No, do you know what it is? It started off cool until it started raining.
It was raining all day as far as I remember.
Because you had the Saturday, no, because I swear it was 2 times, it was 2 carnival periods where it rained.
I think one was a light rain because I remember telling my mum, like, yo, I'm going to borrow this jacket. I might not bring it back though.
Yes. Yeah, no, you're right.
And then
yeah,
the one
you're
you
right.
hammered
yeah,
down.
Yeah, no, the one that hammered down. Do you know what? You see when you think something's a good idea until you're in it and then you realise like you're an idiot?
You're sniffling like a prick.
Yeah, because do you know what? Now I was on the train shivering. Like, you know when I'm here hitching up with people that I don't even
Trying
know.
to steal that body warmth,
Yeah,
innit?
trying to steal that. Listen, it was and knowing that, whereas, you know, obviously we live in East, coming from Notting Hill all the way to East London on a shivering train where everyone's shivering is a madness.
The problem is you never really come back from Notting Hill after carnival. You're coming back from like Kensal Rise or somewhere distant like that, innit? Or do you leave early? Excuse me.
Nah, do you know what it is? Because normally I go with the man them, shout out the man them, they know who they are, and I lose everyone. it happens every year. Like literally without fail, we start off together, but we end up separately. And
That's male privilege.
why is that male privilege?
You think I'm just going to be at carnival on my own in
Listen,
short shorts?
First of all, I'm gonna tell you one thing for free. Yeah, we come from East London to go to West London. You're sitting on a train for you think that I'm gonna come all the way, even if I lose you in the first 5 minutes, you think I'm going back home after I just sat on that train?
Oh, that's never the issue. I'm just not losing my friends. I am NOT losing my friends. Although there was one year when I was year 3 going into year 4, I went with my mum.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she lost me,
Yeah,
but I'm saying a lot of the period I was not with her.
I was
So I've been lost at carnival, just I never lost my friends.
See, well, do you know what? We normally have because I know, you know, WhatsApp's got the you know, send your location, put your location live. That's how we do it now.
You think people get reception at carnival?
I've never had no problems.
I need to holler at my network.
Who you with?
O2.
Actually, you're same network as me. You shouldn't have no problems. Yeah, maybe it's your tariff.
No. Because if you see my phone bill, it's not my tariff. It's not my tariff.
No, do you know what? I was upset because now, like, obviously, as you know, I've been off work for God knows how long. So that was the one thing that would have at least made my thing worthwhile, innit? But now for me, it's like, this is long.
Yeah, you're like, now I've got to look forward to. Not saying that my life leads up to carnival or that's all I've got going for me, but it's a perk, isn't it?
Do you know what? But then,
because we're not really doing up events during this Rona. We're not going, well, you're not going on holiday.
Yeah.
All of this sort of stuff. So the one last thing we thought, cool, it will be over by then.
True. Well, do you know what? Normally after this, I don't know if you go to Hackney Carnival.
Nah.
You just don't go?
Just don't go.
Fair. Nah, do you know what? I ain't gonna lie. My carnival doesn't just stop with Notting Hill, but Notting Hill.
It's the finale, isn't it?
Yeah,
the
Notting Hill's the finale. It's just Hackney is, if I ain't got nothing to do, all right, there's a motive, innit? There's a motive. It's not, well, it can never be Notting Hill Carnival. I heard there was something that went up in Leeds.
That sounds like their problem, because...
No, a Leeds Carnival, but I heard I think it got locked off. I'm not sure.
Oh, so they still tried to do it?
I think it was like, it wasn't going to be like big carnival like how Notting Hill or the normal Leeds does, but I think they tried to like manage it in a certain way, but I don't even know how live that was, but I think it did get locked off, but I'm not sure. I know a lot of places did get locked off. Obviously no one's trying to hold a 10 grand fine. Like that's an L that you don't want to, unless your event's going to make you at least double or like
at least
a triple.
if your profit's comfortable afterwards,
you can't be throwing a rent and you're breaking even or just losing. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it don't make sense. But another thing that I want to talk about, it has been spoken about before, but I actually do want to touch on the whole, you know, Wiley situation, and not based on what he said, is based on where do you think he can go from here?
I got to phrase things so I won't get cancelled before I really blow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
I don't know how I would Free Wiley say this, but
Yeah.
I think it was all about his delivery, really. I don't know where he could go from this, though. He's going to have to, drop back to being independent? Because haven't streaming platforms taken his music off? Or am I mistaken?
I
or
think,
YouTube have demonetized him?
Yeah, I think he's been basically cancelled from, the social media. And obviously we're in a film. I mean, we're in an age where social media is our biggest,
Is
you know what I'm saying?
important.
Everything's digitalized now. So, I don't know. Would people...
I heard he was on like TikTok or something like this.
Hey, do you know what?
If that's all you've got, I mean...
Do you know what? Explain to me TikTok, because I'm still confused. I will never do a TikTok. I've seen like the little videos, but what is the whole premise behind TikTok?
It's just like 60-second videos. It's like Vine was back in the day.
Ah, shit. Were you planning on doing a TikTok?
I told you I don't dance. I'm not funny on demand like that.
Yeah, but it's TikTok's not only just dancing. I see.
It's dancing, funny shit, pranks, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure you and your girls, because you lot are funny. You and your girls at Sistas.
I don't like the way you use these quotes.
Okay, you and the ladies at Sistas. You lot are funny. I've seen obviously a few of your episodes. You lot should do it. Especially you. Listen, I don't think you understand how hilarious you are, or maybe it's just the facial expressions.
Do you know what the maddest thing is? Whenever people ask me why I look so young for my age, I say it's because I don't make facial expressions.
Yeah.
But then once I started seeing myself back on videos, I was like, all right, you're doing a bit much, Chloe. You're doing a bit much.
Is it cringing watching yourself back?
It's hearing my voice. My voice is the problem. I don't mind watching myself. Like, I look in mirrors and stuff. I know who I am.
Yeah.
But hearing my voice, I'm like, damn, is that really what people are tuning in for?
Yeah. Do you know what? To be fair, I didn't always know. At first, okay, I'm going to keep it 100. See, from the first episode, at first, I didn't know what direction you lot was taking. But then again, sometimes you got to watch the pilot and then carry on watching to see.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm actually, do you know what? I'm actually into it because you lot, even though you seem similar, you all got really different in your own light.
I think that's how we work so well. We're very similar.
Yeah.
We have, for the most part, similar opinions on things, but different perspectives.
Yeah.
So I think that's definitely a vibe.
See, so for the people who don't know, about you, not a lot of, the people that don't know
This feels like a build up to a roast. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna roast. But obviously you've been more like mandem, innit?
Oh yeah.
So sometimes when I hear you speak on your thing, it's like, yeah, she's on a mandem vibe. Like when you was talking about the entanglement and everything like that.
Sometimes I feel like I suffer from toxic masculinity. So, I know sometimes watching back, I'm like, right, a bit future fanny going on here.
No, but that's what I get. So it's like your mandem, not knocking Lola and
Latifa.
You
were close.
Yeah, big up the ladies. Whereas obviously they seem like they got more of a feminine sort of feel to it, and that's why I like the balance of you lot's thing, even though technically it's not, but it's actually imbalanced. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think we're missing like a girly girl, but
yeah,
we've already got the team sorted. So
if you ever need one more,
when we're at the guest stage, we'll bring you in.
Yeah. Just make sure you don't. Well, actually, to be fair, I got to get you lot on first because I've got questions for Lola and Latifa. Shout out to them again when they come on. But going back to the whole Wiley situation, not just that, but what do you feel about people airing out their views and everything on social media, as opposed to, do you know what, whoever your gripe is with, go discuss it over there with that person.
Let me hit you with this one. So I feel like Wiley was completely justified in what he's doing, and for people to judge his delivery gives me a kind of like an intellectual superiority vibe, because the way he said it is the only way he knows how to say it.
Yeah,
he's not the kind of man that's going to write up a thesis on it and cite sources on how he feels this way.
So
that's cool. If that's how he feels about things, go ahead. And I'm also sure he spoke to these people about these things, because he invented a whole goddamn genre. And now to have to sit back in Cyprus or wherever he lives and watch these people who aren't from the culture or from the ethnicity or even know about these things profit from them, I can see why he's mad. So I can see why he ranted. And also, he definitely has mental health issues. So I don't feel like he knows when to chill.
But then do you think that mental health issue is the scapegoat? Because everyone's quick to throw that out there.
It's not a scapegoat, but it's definitely a reason.
Yeah.
It's definitely a visual.
Has he actually been diagnosed? Like,
nah, but look at him.
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna judge. I'm
not saying I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
But look at him.
Do you know what? Because there's sometimes like when I've seen like, you know, Wiley's rants, you know, like when he was going at, you know, Ed Sheeran, Stormzy and like other people. And sometimes when I look and watch it, look at his videos, sometimes I think, is he all right? Do you know what I'm saying?
And the answer is no.
Maybe it is his delivery, or maybe it's the way he processes things that I make. Do you know what? Because it looks strange to me, I'm quick to throw, like, is he all right? But he could, by all means, he could be fine, perfectly fine, and actually not being suffering from something. And that's just the way he processes things.
Yeah, he's definitely not cognitively normal. You know what I mean? He's not the same as everybody else.
Yeah.
And I think him, along with some other people, sometimes you can't just listen to the whole thing and think, yeah, this is what it is. You need to look at things and try and work out how he got there with his train of thought.
Yeah.
I think sometimes people just give you the tip of the iceberg when there's a whole lot more that got them there.
Yeah. I think, do you know what? But you see where is it Sky News?
Yeah.
He did.
I think it was Sky News.
Yeah.
BBC
I don't,
one of the newses.
Yeah, I don't like the way they did it. They did him very bad. And then you think they would throw the typical move. Yeah, send a black guy to go and interview him. Like, what's this? Is this a plot or a play? And one thing that I think, again, with what Wiley said, I might not agree with everything. I will say that, you know, the powers that be, and to how quickly they shut him down,
really proved his point.
Yeah, they really contributed to what he was saying. Do you know what I'm saying? And do you know what? Maybe at this point, it needed to be highlighted. And I think, do you know what? At any point in Wiley's career, if it was going to happen, not wishing bad upon nobody, this was the best time for it to happen.
Yeah, when he's in his die-down period.
Yeah, like he's in his, 40s now?
Yeah, I think so. He's definitely not at his peak.
Yeah.
So, you know, it definitely could have been worse.
Yeah. Like, because if he was like a Stormzy or a Dave or anything, yeah, it could be quite detrimental.
I imagine he still has bills to pay. And these streams of people playing his music, whatever that is.
Yeah.
I don't know if people still listen to What You Call It now, but if they did, he's still getting money from that.
There's old school garage in it, like Grime Originals and them sort of type of.
Yeah, true. So it's, I'm sure they're not playing that from YouTube, but but I'm sure that these videos are still getting views, which means he's still getting paid from them.
Yeah.
And I imagine he's getting paid comfortable.
True. Well, yeah, because I don't know the ins and outs and the legalities of all of that. I'm sure he must be still getting paid somewhere, or I'm sure he's invested in some business. I hope he's invested in some business. Well, I mean, like, at least I know, God forbid, but if Krept and Conan was to get, cancelled, they still got their businesses that they put out there. Yeah. Same way with J2K don't even make music no more, but he's still got his Krept Protect.
I listened to a J2K song like 2 days ago.
What, old school? Was it a new school?
Old school. I don't think he still makes music.
Because I was thinking, where are you hearing that? But shout out J2K. I think he was a good artist. I think he should come back and do a little something. But in terms of the cancel cult, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what Wiley could do at this present stage.
He's just got to hope for the best.
And I don't think it's something that could be forgotten about.
Nah, because didn't it happen to Reggie Yates not too long ago? He was on a podcast. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah.
He was being anti-Semitic.
Right.
And have you seen him since? True. Didn't he get? I think he got dropped from some kind of radio station. I don't know what. To
be fair, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Now that you mentioned Reggie Yates, I actually haven't even seen him in a very long time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was because of anti-Semitism.
And wasn't he doing shows on something about to do with gangs at one point?
No, I think he was doing documentaries.
Yeah,
he was doing documentaries, not gangs. Though.
Not gangs. Yeah. He was doing a documentary, and I was actually intrigued in that as well. Do you know what I'm saying? And I know obviously Nick Cannon had his issues. Shout out to Nick Cannon.
I wish I could take that man serious. That turban is not giving me intellectual vibes.
Listen, do you know? I always wondered why he wears that. To be fair,
it's because he's woke.
Okay, but what does woke mean? What is that?
But you know what woke means. Don't you know.
No,
what
but
it is.
listen,
those people that think they're overly pro-black and
Yeah.
that everything came from Africa and ancestors this and ancestors that and Egypt here and there, like
Yeah, all right, cool. But what specifically about that with the turbans? I want to like.
oh, how do
would
these
let the
two things
correlation.
correlate? I
Yeah,
don't know. I think it's a fashion sense they got. Those little hat things, the shikis. It's
yeah,
the vibe for
because
them, innit?
like big up to him. Even though I think Wild and Out show got cancelled.
When? Because that shit's in double-digit seasons, you know.
Yeah, like that got. It was shortly after he made his comments. You know, anti-Semitic comments.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, and I was a fan of Wild and Out. Do you know what I'm saying? I even liked it when Kojo. I don't know what happened. You should have stayed on Wild and Out.
What, like UK Kojo?
Yeah. UK Kojo was on. He was on Wild and Out when Cat Williams was.
Was that before or after he went on? Was it Britain's Got Talent?
That was way before Britain's Got Talent. I think he was on there when it was Cat Williams, Corey Holcomb, and shout out to Corey Holcomb because he's one hell of a comedian. Obviously, not a lot of people can take the type of jokes that he makes. You know Corey Holcomb?
No, I'm just nodding politely.
Yeah. Listen, after this, I'll bust you on Corey Holcomb. He's very rude, but it's funny as hell. But yeah, way before. But now he's got a podcast, Kojo. So shout out to him and the guys on the podcast. They got some interesting stuff on there. But yeah, his show got cancelled, and people felt some type of way is the fact that Nick Cannon apologise.
He apologised and still got cancelled. But then apologising kind of takes ownership of the fact that you think is wrong now.
Right, but it doesn't mean that you're going to get your show back. Doesn't mean you're going to get...
And now you feel like a prick for apologising when really you said it with your chest.
But see, this is what I'm saying. So even if Wiley come back and said, you know what, I apologise for everything.
Realistically, we know that is not going to happen.
Yeah, that's not going to happen because we're sitting in the way.
All right, you can have your YouTube back. It's not like telling your mum to shut up when you're arguing and she takes your PlayStation and now she gives it back because you apologised.
She takes away. I would have held beats. There ain't no taking away PlayStation. PlayStation would have come back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was in one of those households.
My mum never put hands on me, but one time I came back to my room and there was nothing in there but my bed and books. I was like, right, I'm at to. Cool.
And do you know what? Because you touched on that. Like, so would you actually think about that? Disciplinary. Actually, people saying, you should beat your kids against the people that say, no, you should just talk to your kids.
Do you think it worked on you?
Yeah.
Do you think it worked on you?
Yeah.
One more time, but say it like you mean it.
No, of course it worked. Listen,
Yeah.
do you know what it is? I know what not to do.
Yeah, no, you know what not to get caught doing.
No, I just know what not to do.
But did you still do it?
At the time, yeah.
So it
that's
didn't
why
work,
I got beats.
did it? So
that's why I got
work.
beats.
I feel like for smaller kids that can't understand discussion, you have to give them. I'm not saying like whoop babies. I'm saying you got to give kids a little, to let them know so they associate that pain with not doing that thing again, like biting or whatever babies do. But after kids get to a certain age, you should be able to reason in discussion with them. If you can't, it's probably a reflection of your anger and the fact that you got your ass beat as a kid.
That's how you truly feel.
Yeah.
So because you never got beats, yeah.
Oh, my mum beat her kids. I just wasn't one of them.
Oh, okay. So Broski held it.
He held it.
I don't know. Do you know? Funny enough, shout out to him. I could hear his screams.
Yeah, honestly, the way my mum used to beat him, sometimes he'd be like, rein it in a bit, Angela, rein it in a bit. But also at the same time, I now have a degree and a half, 2 degrees soon come. And my brother is an illegal immigrant in a country that I won't mention. So, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Evidently.
All right. So you say after a certain age, it's a reasoning thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See me, see my level of beats, yeah. My beats, when did my beats stop? I think my beats stopped like maybe 16.
16, you're a big man.
16. No, because you know what? Parents' evening, I was always fucking up.
I told my mum from year 9 that we don't have parents' evening leading up to GCSEs.
Yeah.
So she stopped going. But then also when she went to my sister's year 9 GCSE preparation parents' evening, she was like, hold on a minute.
Do you know what the wickedest thing is? Yeah, I couldn't even tell my mum like there was no parents' evening. Parents' evening where you see my mum was informed, you know. You get me? My mum was, you know, them, like I had one of them mums that made friends with my teachers. You know, the ones there. Like she really wanted to know what I was doing. So before I even got home, for her even to ask, like, how was your day? She already knew the scoop already before I got home. So she's just waiting for me to see if I would lie. You understand?
That's why you kept getting the beats,
and
innit?
then and then when you lie, you just keep holding your beats. And to be fair, at one point, do you know what? I remember this one day, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm gonna put it out there. I failed my GCSEs.
All of them?
No. I got like, is it 2, 3 GCSEs?
Were they the main ones?
I got English, which is surprising because the way I talk. I got English, music, and maths.
Oh, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, but mum, like music. I done well.
Throw away. Music is a useless stuff, innit?
Listen to my mum. What are you doing with music?
What did
And
you do
evidently, what am I doing with music now? Nothing.
Honestly,
do you know what I'm saying? But enjoy it.
GCSE.
Exactly. So you know when you pick up your GCSE results, I looked at it, and you know I took the longest walk home.
I bet the ghost of prior beats were whooping on you on your way home, thinking about new ones.
I'm telling you, like it was so unreal. Okay, so you know I went St. Bon's. All right, cool. So you got to go from.
It's not even a long walk.
It's not even a long walk. You know, like she knows how long it takes from St. Bon's. She calculated, you know. She knows how long that walk is. I went from St. Bon's in Forest Gate, yeah, walked up to Upton Lane, walked down towards Stratford. Yeah,
all the way
Stratford.
back.
Yeah, Stratford. Come all the way around. Come, Vicarage Lane.
Yeah.
All the way down, and I didn't even go back down through, but by the parkway, like to come towards Plashet. I went past that Plasto station, all the way around.
Damn.
Yeah, literally all the way around. Listen, it took me about 2 hours to get home. I got beats just for being 2 hours late already.
Just for that, innit?
Do you know what I'm saying? Because like I had a curve, like it was real deep, and like when you got friends that they got like a bit of room, comfortability to stay at a little bit late.
Leeway.
Yeah, like that's why I was this is what I'm saying, Mum. That's why I was a rebel, because you tried to lock me down in a cage. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I got home, and then the ones where like you try to go in the door because she was in the kitchen. I try to open the door, run upstairs quickly.
Key quiet.
Yeah, run up quickly. But come on, like my mum's got some superpowers. Her hearing is impeccable. So she called me by my name, my government name, which I'll not say. And so I was like, huh? Yeah, so where's the results?
You heard her clear the first
Yeah,
one.
heard her clear. She told me to come downstairs as I am. Come downstairs as you are. Don't change. She searched, she patted down my body, and she found it like the papers are in my sock, innit? I try to hide it. She saw the result. She saw 3. Listen, I've never felt so much excruciating pain that day. Everything that was available at that point, curtain wire, pan, yeah.
All them runaway slave
yeah.
beats.
What? Listen, rolling pin, yeah. Listen, it was a mazza. Do you know what I'm saying? Up in that house. And mum, and then do you know what the funniest thing is? When you have these conversations with your mum, like, mum, don't you remember that time? You don't have no recollection.
Do not remember.
You understand? And then do you know what I don't understand is, do you know what parents, whether you're from an African or Caribbean household or even an Asian community, it doesn't matter. You see when you say, go get the belt, that's actually a mental mind fuck.
That is, because now I'm in my mum's room looking at the belt and I'm like, all right, am I going to get the thick one? Nah, because that one's going to hurt. Let me get the slim one. You don't know the first 2 times you get beat.
Yeah,
you don't know the slim one's going to whip you like a... Nah.
Exactly.
Because you're in there, your hand is shaking. You're no.
Listen, you see, for me, I'm not going to lie. Am I for beating my kids? If it's extreme, yeah, I'm not going to lie. You're going to get this work. 150%. Listen, Bear, Tekken moves, Street Fighter, everything on the moves list you will get.
Do you know what I think it is? My mum had to be sensible about it.
Yeah.
If she tried to fight me now, she's not going
to win.
So she had to nice me up from early. I did the same thing with my brother. As soon as he hit 6 foot at 13, I was like, all right, cool. This is now my best friend and this is my dog. We're not going to fight no more.
But do you reckon that if you would have gone through like the proper beat, like what your brother got, you'd be a different person totally today.
Yeah, I would have been out here. My mum gave me a comfortable amount of freedom.
Yeah.
None of that freedom was outside my house after 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
But she gave me a comfortable amount of freedom.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah,
My curfew was a mad thing, isn't it?
yeah, your curfew is a mad thing, because I know Jonas, shout out to Jonas, he didn't have a curfew like you did.
No, you know what? I had a 9 o'clock curfew at that age. I had
Yeah.
an 11 o'clock curfew till I was like 19. I was a big woman.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, you had it good. But then, do you know what it is? I think when I look back at it, if I had that level of freedom, I don't know, I probably would have been doing a lot more madness than I did.
Yeah, you'll be surprised at how little madness you can do before midnight.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Because obviously you hang around, you fall into a lot of different groups and everything like that. So in some cases, I do respect the taming part. But then in other aspects, now that I've got to a stage in my life where now there's a lot more freedom, now I'm doing everything that I should have done when I was
up with it,
trying to catch up and do everything. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was a mazza, but that's what happens when you have an African mother that's not even UK bound. Like she's fully Af all the way through, 150%. Like her DNA, is African.
She brought them rules.
Yeah, she brought them rules. And the funniest thing is, it's like what I love about my mom, but I find it so funny. You see, some people can come over to this country
And assimilate.
yeah, like you know that even now, like my mum can't still shake off that certain African twangs.
Like what?
Like when she says certain words.
She said comfortable. She doesn't.
Nah, not. Yeah, but not that strong. Like it's not strong. Listen, you gotta understand. There's different parts of Africa, yeah, where.
But she says it right. She said comfortable. She says all the syllables. Vegetable, yeah.
No, but do you know what?
It flows nice.
You can tell you've been living in England a little bit longer, but for someone that's with the British ear, no, you're like, you're over there. But then again, my mum's what? 60 odd.
So why should she change?
Do you know what I'm saying? No, but I don't think she can, even if she wanted to.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's too deep rooted in her, and which I love. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think like that twang with her being her age and everything like that, I think that sense of the African tradition is somewhat staying lost with her. Because obviously now we're in this country, so we're very much, adapting to the lifestyle and everything over here. So from my generation and going forth, you ain't gonna hear no African twang. We're just all British,
It's gonna
innit?
get more and more British, innit? Oh.
That's why, like, ever so often, like, my brother who will go back. I need to go back.
Just re-up on your Africanness.
Yeah, I do. To be fair, you can help teach a lot of the people today, innit, with what you study.
I haven't finished the degree yet. Give me some space.
Yeah. Well, you needed to. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you still got your
Yeah, I got
to do.
25 days. 25 days and I'm done.
25 days. Well, hopefully.
Positive vibes. And I'm done. I will be done in 25 days.
No, I mean, let me finish. Hopefully you achieve the grade that you want to achieve. Do you know what I'm saying? And hopefully, and what people don't know is that, you see, this stuff that you're learning now, is this the stuff that you wanted to teach?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And so what the guests or the viewers, don't know is that obviously you want to teach in a prison.
Yeah, in a prison or lecture at uni, either of the two. I don't want to teach mainstream education like secondary schools, primary schools, or even college kids. Because
wow.
they don't want to be there. College kids especially don't want to be there. You know what I mean?
Oh, was you like that in college?
The first 3 months before they asked me to leave, yeah.
What college was that?
I got kicked out of Monarchs, then I got kicked out of Lewisham, then I got kicked out of SFX. I was there for like 2 days before they were.
Right, you're a rebel out here, innit? Man, them, I'm telling you, rebels out here.
Nah, not even. I was just going through some shit or some shit like that. No, I was just didn't want to be in education. I was just a bad kid. But you know, when you're that age, you don't really know that there's other options, innit?
Yeah. No, do you know what? And that one thing that I did agree on, do you know what? If I would have known from earlier on, then I would have explored other options and I wouldn't have gone down the route that I did.
I don't think it was so easy for us though,
Yeah.
because apprenticeships had just sort of come in. I don't know about you, but
Yeah.
my first college I applied for by hand with paper.
Yeah.
It wasn't till the next year when I went, and the only reason I went to Lewisham is because I could apply online. I was like, yeah, this will do. But before that, it was different. I don't think there was apprenticeships like that.
Yeah.
Unless you were doing like engineering or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that, mechanics. And then what's the other option? BTECs. I think they
BTEC.
came in, but then even now there's a little bit of BTEC slander, you know?
I done BTEC. Listen, BTEC in Newvic College. Shout out to them. Yeah,
Good for you, I guess.
Yeah, listen, got distinctions, so I'm proud of that.
I don't know what that means, but good for you.
No, so basically, BTEC, as you would know, it's equivalent to A level.
Sure. So,
yeah. Anyway, according to the governing bodies, yeah, you gotta throw that one out there.
Yeah.
According to the governing bodies, so you got distinction, merit, and a pass. So distinction is the highest grade that you can get. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So,
all right.
I fucked about in college, but do you know what? Shout out to you, Yvonne Zaza. The black teacher, she bossed me. I ain't gonna lie. She works with me, and she knew it was a handful, but she stuck with me. So big ups to her, and she made sure.
Black teachers are very fucking important, man.
Yeah. We need a lot more of that.
I think maybe I can remember one or two white teachers that cared slightly, but black teachers and even black people in sort of academic environments made such a difference. Such a massive difference.
No, do you know what? Definitely. And I think that's why when you told me that you wanted to teach in a prison, obviously you said you do in the uni or whatever, but it's good to see that more of our sisters actually coming in to teach, our younger brothers and sisters and even older ones. Do you know what I'm saying? You can never stop learning. There's never a cap.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I started going to uni in my mid-20s. It's never too late.
So, do you know what? Shout out to people like yourself and all the others, brothers and sisters that are of an ethnic background coming down to teach, our other brothers and sisters. Do you know what? Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for. Is there anything that you would like to say before we actually have to sign out?
What's I got to do, like shout outs? No, I'm good.
If you want to shout outs, if you want a business that you want to promote, if you plug your podcast.
Yeah, check out the Source Sisters on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, but mostly YouTube because you get to see my face.
There you go. Oh, sorry. So it's Source Sisters. Is it all one word?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, Source Sisters, all one word. Sisters like sisters, not like sisters.
So yeah, there you have it, guys. Chloe, 1/3 of the Source Sisters podcast. Make sure you go follow her guys on their platform and big up everybody and anybody that's doing something positive out there. And that's all for me. Myself, Tailz, straight out the box. Chloe, signing out. Peace.